What's up guys? So today's a bit of a special day because I'm finally getting rid of the rust bucket of a chair I have behind me and actually getting something that looks way better and probably a lot more comfortable. So I'm really excited to show you guys what I'm talking about. Come, let's check it out. This is it guys. Ooh, a little bit heavier than I thought, but that's okay. You know, one of the worst things about living in a townhouse is I gotta take this up 2 stories of stairs, and I ain't exactly built for this. All right, let's do this. Do not try this at home, by the way.
24 hours later.
Alright guys, so I finally managed to bring it up. That was a mission. However, the chair I have here specifically is the autonomous ErgoChair Pro. I did a lot of research on chairs, and this one genuinely has some great reviews online, and it doesn't break the bank either. Now, full disclaimer, Autonomous did send this model out to me. However, the fact is this is a model out of my own research rather than just some random chair that was sent to me, because I am very picky about my chairs, which is why I kept the rust bucket behind me for so long in the first place. But we're gonna open this up, install it, and then I'll show you guys some of the best features about this chair and why I ultimately ended up choosing it as my successor to my setup, I guess. But yeah, let's get started. Alright guys, so I'm about I think 70% done with making this chair. It's actually been a really easy process. I also had my helper over here who was making sure that I got it all done. But seriously, I'm almost done. I'll show you the finished product in just a second. Look, whenever you buy semi-budget chairs, there's always a small chance you're gonna break your back entirely the minute you sit on it, but that's where the ErgoChair Pro genuinely took me by surprise. The fact is that despite its relatively low price point, this chair looks really darn nice firstly. It has this really mix of executive slash futuristic design, which I guess is pretty befitting of the company name when you really think about it. But more than that, it's also the fact that they managed to keep the cost low by using a mix of different materials across the body of the chair. So with a lot of expensive chairs, they'll have a full metal build. Over here, they've got a mix of plastic and other materials, but it doesn't feel cheap. The design, like I said, is well thought out, and ultimately you don't have to compromise on quality or function while still keeping an affordable price point. So this chair also has some crazy customization as far as adjustment goes, and let me show you everything. So for the armrests, see that? You can adjust the actual length, where it is. And then you can also adjust the height. So you just press this lever. It's pretty straightforward stuff. Now, obviously, you can adjust a number of the base metrics as well. So you can actually adjust the height for the actual chair. And you get a pretty decent amount of height adjustment over here, which is nice to see. You also have a few other features. So you have this other lever over here, which you press. And you see that you can kind of slide back and forth for the base of the chair. And once you go lever, it kind of locks into place wherever you have it. Now, on the other side, you basically have this lever which you unlock. It lets you just, give me a second here. Yeah, whoa, it lets you basically, yeah, see that? Whoa, it basically lets you adjust the back tilt, right, as far back as you want. And then you can also adjust the tension of the back tilt. So you have a lever over here, and when you spin it, counterclockwise, or clockwise, sorry, it becomes more tight, right? So it's more tight now. But when you spin it counterclockwise, it becomes more loose. So in case you want more of a swinging effect, right? It's really useful. Now, with that said, once you're done, you're happy, you can just lock it back into place and it'll stay at whatever position you have. So I have it like this, want a little bit more up stiff, there you go. So that's pretty awesome, but there's more customization than that. Now there's a special lever on the backside right here, which you can see, and when you unlock this, you can adjust the lumbar position. So you can see if I push back, lumbar, adjusts its position. Whatever position I find most comforting, once I'm good, I just lock it into place and the lumbar is gonna stay there. If I want to unlock it and change it, there you go. I can make it more upwards or more lower and it's pretty handy. You can also adjust the actual physical position of the lumbar support. It is a little stiff to move around, but let's push it up. There you go. You see that? So it's at a higher position. You can push it back down. But again, it is a little bit on the stiffer side, but it's nice to have that option so you have that appropriate back support wherever you need the most comfort. You can also adjust the height of the headrest. So if you push it down, there you go, it goes down, and you can bring it up again. And also the actual tilt angle of the headrest. Now this is really useful because a lot of headrests don't always give this option. It's just nice to have that when you're kind of lounging. Another smart thing Autonomous did with the ErgoChair Pro is keep a mesh finish for the back over here. Look, I'm just gonna call it the way it is. I tend to sweat a lot during the summer months, and having breathability is a absolute must for me and for a lot of other people who spend long hours of time sitting on their chair. And they don't just use some cheap finicky mesh material, by the way. It's like the same kind you find on like the really high-end chairs. It's tightly knit, it has a lot of firmness to it, and like I can put like, look, like a ton of pressure on it, and I don't feel like, the mesh is stretching too much. So they've definitely done a banger job there. Beyond the functional versatility though, it's also the sheer comfort of the chair that took me away by surprise. Now, I spend a ungodly amount of time sitting on my chair working on my desk because I do edit a lot of videos like this one. So, it is what it is. But the fact is that after sitting on this chair for like 4 or 5 hours consecutively, I don't get a lot of bottom fatigue. And that's something that's only reserved often for the most expensive chairs. But over here, the high density cushion foam is like genuinely high density. It's got the right amount of firmness, so it keeps you pushed up, but lets you sink a little bit so you still get that nice degree of comfort. And also, by the way, the base is colossal. Like, I mean, regardless of whether you have a small or larger body, you can easily fit here. I'm like 180 pounds roughly and about 5'10", and I can fit like another half of me comfortably on this chair. So a lot of real estate. Also, guys, can we just appreciate the caster wheels here? Like, my carpet is known for being notoriously uneven, but these wheels just glide like ice. I mean, woof, it's nice. The one thing I will say is that you don't necessarily have a lot of cushioning on the armrest. It's just like a firm rubber finish, which means that if you keep your arms on here for prolonged periods, you might get a little bit of fatigue. But in all fairness, the actual armrests are designed to be as large as possible, so arms of various sizes can comfortably rest over here. So a lot of people might actually prefer that, but that kind of comes down to your personal subjective preference. Couple of caveats to keep in mind, guys. Firstly, at the end of the day, this is a mid-range chair, which means despite having a well-built design, it does use a fair bit of plastic, so it's not going to have the same premium feel some of the more higher-end chairs often do with a more metallic exterior. However, it's still durable and rugged. Now, the second thing to keep in mind is that the chair also has a relatively pronounced and large form factor, which means if you are in a small room or tight space, it can be difficult to maneuver the chair around, so make sure you take that into your considerations. In summary, guys, the ErgoChair Pro by Autonomous is one of their best works in my honest opinion. This is a chair that gives you all the functionality you'd expect in a far more expensive chair, often 2, 3, even 4 times more expensive, while also not compromising on the quality aspects. The build quality is just as reliable as higher end chairs, while at the same time offering a wide base so different body types can be accommodated. But perhaps my favorite thing is that they give you a ton of configuration as well. So if you go on their website, you can select from 5 distinct colors. I think there's like black, gray, and a bunch of others. And then you can even choose a mesh base if you prefer that instead of the high density foam. So again, little customizations like that, and also having the ability to get an optional headrest like I have over here, just make this a very wholesome product and one I can wholeheartedly recommend, especially if you don't want to spend like thousands of dollars on a high-end chair, but you still want all the functionality it often offers. So let me know what you think of the ErgoChair Pro, and there will be links in the video description below for your reference. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to our channel.